Hi, welcome to Carrie's Coaching Corner. Super excited to be on here with you guys on this Friday rainy afternoon. And we'll be getting started in just a couple of minutes. I know I'm a few minutes behind, but that's okay. We've got some good stuff to talk about. So I know some of you have written into me about different things, especially some of my coaching clients that have given me some great feedback on things you want to see on this Facebook Live. So for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Carrie Zumis, and I am Carrie from Carrie's Coaching Corner. And what today's live is about is tell me what you want. Do you know what you really want? And every time I think about it, I think about that song from the Spice Girls. I know I'm dating myself a little bit. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. And as I was thinking about this topic, and a few different people said, they wanted to hear more about clarity and how do I know that I'm going in the right direction and things like that. I started to think about some different things that have happened in my life and when I was getting the things that I really wanted out of life and how crystal clear my mental picture was and how crystal clear my clarity was on what it is that I really wanted. So the first thing is, do you know what you really want for your goals? For your family goals, for your health goals, for your life goals, for your business goals? Do you know what you really want? And years and years ago, I remember I had gone to a seminar, and I've been a student of so many thought leaders that have gone before me. And one of the things that I learned early on is that you have to have a very specific and measurable and attainable goal. And I remember someone said one time, you really can't hit a moving target. You need to have an actual target. So I have my little target here. And if I were to say to you, can you hit this target? If you were playing some type of video game, you say, oh yeah, I can hit that target, just aim and there it is. Now, if I did the same thing and I said to you, okay, can you hit this target? Okay, go ahead, hit the target. Can you hit the target? Chances are you can't, because you can't really see that center to be able to hit that target. And when you think about, when you say things like, I want to make more money, or I want to have more time freedom, or I want to be successful, those are the types of goals that are like this. And you're trying to hit something that you have no idea where that target point is. And it works not only with goal setting, it also works with your mindset. So those of you that know that I am a breakthrough mindset coach, and I definitely believe that a lot of what we think about brings us our life experience. So we are very much in charge of what we manifest into our lives. So for example, I've always said, I always win things. I always win things. I always win things. And chances are when I'm there and you're sitting at my table, you will notice that I will win things. My raffle ticket will be pulled. 50/50s will be pulled. As a matter of fact, one of the gentlemen in our community here, we had done a fundraiser for his daughter. And as I was sitting in the audience, they were doing a 50/50, and I knew that they were really off from their target goal for this particular fundraiser. And I thought to myself, I would love to win this 50/50 so that I could give the whole thing to the charity. And I was thinking this and manifesting this in my mind, and they pulled my ticket and I won, and I was able to give it all to the charity, and I was super happy about that. But I believe very strongly that I manifested that with my thoughts, because my thoughts were energy, and that energy created that. So just to give you guys another really fun example, last night I was doing a little manifestation of financial abundance. And I said, and I wasn't actually thinking about what I needed to do, which was to really write out, what does this financial abundance look like? What specifically am I looking to grow? What's the percentage that I'm looking to grow financially? But what I was doing is I was in a manifestation mode. I do a little meditation, and I definitely, think about things before I go to sleep. And I said, I want to have a manifestation, a financial manifestation of money coming in, money just flowing. And I wasn't very specific. So I went to a networking event this morning, and my name was pulled, and I actually got this. This was what I manifested, a money tree which is not actually financial abundance, but hey, it was a good thing because, I always say that there's two things that I say all the time. I always win things and I always get great parking spaces because I have a parking fairy that follows me around and gets me really good parking spaces. And again, these are things that I manifest. But when I got the money tree, I said, aha, this is a metaphor for my training today, that I needed to be a little more specific about what specifically I wanted. What was I looking to manifest financially? And that's really what I wanted to train with you guys about today. I really want to talk about, do you know what you really want? Do you know when you say, I want to be successful, or I want to be at the next level in my business, or I want to attract someone to spend my life with, or whatever it is that you're looking for, that you say is your prime goal or what you're looking for? Are you specific enough that when it manifests, you will recognize it? Are you specific enough that when you attract it, you're going to say, yes, this is what I wanted? Because if you're not, it's going back to that target that you had something blocking. And what you're actually doing is you're creating a block of what you want to attract. You're creating a block of it because you don't know specifically what you want. Now, for those of you that maybe are specific in your goals, but you're not always specific in what you're looking to attract as far as your client base, or as far as your business partners or a mate, you want to make sure that you know exactly what you're looking to create. So I had done this drill the other day with one of my coaching clients that does a networking event. And I said, okay, so when you look at the end of this event, you actually have to say, a great referral for me would be. And what's great about that exercise is it forces you to think about what's an ideal client for yourself. What would be a great referral for you? And guys, this works with everything. What specifically are you looking for? How tight can you pull those parameters? I remember years ago, I had talked to a friend of mine who said, when she was looking to get into a serious relationship, she wanted to get married again. She had gone through a not so great divorce. And she said, when I designed how I wanted my spouse to be, what I wanted them to look like, I wrote a list, a very specific list, what they should look like, what their personality type would be, what are the things that are the core values that we would share. And she was so specific that when the person appeared, she recognized him. And it's the same in our businesses. Do you know when that perfect client that you can service appears? Are you looking for something and knowing what you're attracting? Because part of what I teach in attraction marketing is you will attract not only who you're being and at the height of your vibration, but you will also attract the people that you're focusing on. So when you focus very, very specifically on the types of people you want to surround yourself, when you focus very specifically on what does that goal look like and can you break it down? Do you know what it will feel like when you reach it? Do you know what things will look like around you, the sounds that you'll hear, the feelings in your body? Do you know and have you embodied what it is that you really, really want? Because if you haven't done that, you're back to this target that has a block in front of it. You're back to trying to figure out where you're going, who you're looking for. I've had people say to me when I've said, what are you looking to make? And they say, as much money as I can. It's back to this again. There is no target, but if you give a specific example and you say, this is what I'm looking to make, it can be measured. You can come up with a plan and you can create those manifestations. So instead of attracting an abundance of money, let's say you're looking to attract an additional $5,000 into your life, you might attract a money tree. And maybe the money tree isn't exactly what you were looking to attract. So my challenge to you today is to think about, what do you really want? My challenge to you today is to think about, have I really given myself enough time to put this to paper, to really have this in my mind, and then to have it in front of you? Because part of knowing what you really want is having that right there on the tip of your tongue, your 60-second commercial, knowing exactly what you're looking for in your life, looking for in your business, what type of client, what type of business partners. All of this comes together, and you can attract more of what you're looking for if you know what you really, really, really want. So I hope that this opened some doors for you. I hope that this gave you an aha moment. And if it did, I would encourage you to go ahead and make some comments here, because I think that the community can benefit from knowing what you'll do differently now that you have this knowledge and information, now that you've had this come to surface. What will you do differently today? What will you be able to say, okay, I get it now, I'm moving forward, and share with the community, because together we can create an incredible place. And my vision, my crystal clear vision of this community is that we all help each other to get better, to get stronger, to be more successful. I have a vision of this group specifically being able to see these comments and have all of us feed off of each other and help each other to be the very best versions of ourselves. I am Carrie Zumas, and I'm excited to share these insights with you. Have a great weekend, everyone.